I've been spurring your bitch for years, nigga, and the whole city know that. Gotti, you was a... I just got back to the city. They say you trying to put charges on me and put the police on me. You send your little nigga out to do all your talking. Talk for yourself, bitch. Hey, that big head down syndrome looking motherfucker on everybody from the city that gets some real money.
Just a few days ago, Blac Youngsta flipped the internet upside down after quietly yanking CMG out of his Instagram bio, sending a loud message without saying a single word. He's independent now, rolling solo, and he made it crystal clear. The second fans noticed, social media exploded like a fireworks show. Blogs, forums, comment sections. Everybody wanted to know what just went down. And if this whole thing feels like deja vu, that's because it kind of is. Every year or so, Youngsta pulls a similar stunt. Same playbook, same drama. Just last year, he stripped the CMG tag off his profile, posted some cryptic messages, and let the internet run wild. Then boom, a week later he popped up grinning next to Yo Gotti at his birthday bash like nothing happened. That repeat pattern has fans asking the obvious question. Is this really beef with the label, or is it just one of Youngsta's signature tricks to keep his name buzzing in the headlines? Because let's be honest, he knows exactly how to stir the pot and keep people talking. But this time, it feels heavier, like there's actually something deeper going on behind the curtain. You can't ignore the fact that something changed between Blac Youngsta and CMG boss Yo Gotti.
Started out hating on 3-6, nigga, and they were having Oscars and You had to hate because you were broke, nigga. That's the only way you can get attention, boy. You were broke, boy. Now you hating on Dolph, nigga. You were... Hey, man, if I was your boy, I'd be mad at me too, man. Why you mad at me? Because your on fake watch busters and you had to fake it till you make it, bitch. And I came in the game rocking real ice driving.
After the tragic death of Memphis legend Young Dolph back in 2021, that loss shook the city, shook the culture, and put a spotlight on every move that came after. And ever since, fans have been whispering about tension, secrets, and quiet fallout between the two camps. A lot of theories are floating around, but the one that keeps surfacing is about how Gotti really felt about Youngsta's behavior after Dolph's passing. The way he carried himself didn't sit right with a lot of people. And if the rumors are true, it might not have sat well with Gotti either. Which is why, this time, the Instagram stunt might not just be a stunt at all. When Dolph was murdered, the fallout didn't just rock Memphis. It landed heavy on CMG's doorstep. Gotti's own brother, Big Juke, reportedly got detained and questioned by police, putting the label under a burning spotlight. Then it got even messier. Court documents, witness statements, and connected cases kept dragging CMG's name into the mix, making the public link them tighter to the tragedy, whether they had proof or not. And right in the middle of that storm, Blac Youngsta went online doing the unthinkable. He posted captions and visuals that many fans felt mocked Dolph's death. Joke or jab, trolling or just him being himself. It looked bad, really bad, for Yo Gotti, who was already under the glare of law enforcement and headlines. One of his biggest artists. Stirring the pot wasn't just reckless. It was dangerous for CMG's image. Word on the street is, behind closed doors, Gotti tried to put the brakes on Youngsta's wild social media streak. Keep him off the timeline. Keep the label out the mess. But telling Blac Youngsta to quiet down is like telling fire not to burn. His whole persona is built on speaking raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic. That leash, if it was ever there, it only made the tension between him and CMG leadership boil even hotter. Then came the explosion. Youngsta jumped online and dropped a fiery post that had everybody talking. Play with me. I'm going to take away everything that came out your mama. All my brother's dead, so why not? The house going to send it upside down about me, dead or alive. But I stand on 10. I'm the realest you'll run across. Loyalty, all we know. The house don't go against the house. God bless everyone. And he didn't stop there. The next post was just as explosive. He went off about fake OGs, fake big homies, fake brothers, fake CEOs, blaming the so-called leaders who mislead the young generation instead of teaching them right from wrong. To fans, it sounded like a manifesto, but to insiders, it sounded like shots being fired at someone specific. His words started to feel like slick subliminals aimed straight at Yo Gotti. One line in particular had the streets buzzing. Youngsta wrote about fake mob bosses. And for anyone who knows Gotti's brand, that hit different. Yo Gotti has always leaned heavy into mob imagery. His rap name itself is a nod to John Gotti, one of the most infamous mafia bosses in American history. That nickname symbolizes power, loyalty, and empire. So when Youngsta dropped that fake mob boss line, people were watching close to see if Gotti would clap back. And he did, just not with words. Gotti hit Instagram with 3 crisp, polished photos and captions like "Nothing Bigger" and "Unbreakable." In the background, Jay-Z's legendary Dynasty intro. Fans knew that wasn't random. That track is laced with mafia imagery, and 2 bars in particular had people raising eyebrows. First, the theme song to The Sopranos played the key of life on my mental piano. A clear nod to Tony Soprano, loyalty, betrayal, running an empire under fire. Then came the second bar that had fans dissecting every syllable. Clap whoever stand between Sean and figures. In street talk, clap means take somebody out, remove whatever stand in the way of money and progress. Fans instantly connected the dots. They didn't see it as just rap nostalgia. They saw it as Gotti sending a coded message. His issue with Youngsta wasn't about ego. It was about loyalty, image, and survival of CMG's empire. But straight up, this was about business. The unspoken message was clear. Disrespecting young Dolph right after his death wasn't worth the heat. Especially not with CMG's name already floating around court documents, police chatter, and street rumors. Whether Gotti was playing chess with his moves or just vibing to a favorite track, the timing, the captions, and all that mob symbolism had fans convinced this was another round of quiet, high-stakes battle between 2 of Memphis's biggest names. And then came Youngsta's response. No filters, no sugarcoating. He jumped online with a raw message that sent the internet into a frenzy. He made it crystal clear he wasn't here for fake love or fake energy. Don't ask me about no wiggle you don't see me with. I don't allow nobody I don't respect around me. For real, this is the same day I went viral for taking CMG out my bio and saying I'm independent. Don't ask me, because if they ain't around me, it's for a reason. Youngsta kept going, digging even deeper. He said, 90% of the people you see him with, that's just business. The other 1%, that's family, brothers for life, loyalty until death. But as for the rest, he's washing his hands. He's done with the fake love, done pretending it's cool, done covering up for snakes and yes men who've been faking too long. Either we cool or we not. Either way, I'm cool. I'm not like your favorite rapper. I live what I rap. And then he doubled down with what felt like a warning shot. I know I'm not untouchable. I know I'm not bigger than the program. No matter how much money I got, I can be touched. And I know for a fact my ops know I don't play the radio. Ain't no B in my blood. Youngsta thugging Dolo, the strongest man alive. To fans, it sounded like he was bracing for whatever came next, fully aware of the risks. This ain't the first time Youngsta and Gotti clashed. Years back, Youngsta even admitted they bumped heads over how reckless he moved. Gotti thought he was too wild, too raw, too unfiltered. Youngsta doubled down, even dropping a CMG project called Young and Reckless that summed up his whole vibe. But now, the tension feels way different, like something that could boil over beyond music, beyond IG captions, and into something much darker. Because in Memphis, beef between powerful names doesn't always stay online. Sometimes, that energy jumps off the screen and into the streets. And that's when the stakes get deadly. Gotti moves like a boss, with military precision, loyal soldiers who follow the program. If his fallout with Youngsta ever turned into real hostility, it wouldn't just be about diss tracks. It could drag friends, family, and associates into the crossfire, people paying the price for a feud they never started. And here's where the danger runs even deeper. Gotti's reach stretches far beyond rap. He's got influence in the streets, ties that don't fade, and a reputation for making problems disappear or appear, depending on what the situation calls for. If things went left, it wouldn't take much for someone in their shared circle to backdoor Youngsta, set him up, or even weaponize law enforcement against him. That's the quiet mob way. No open confrontation, just moves that speak louder than words. If cooler heads don't step in soon, this could spiral into a point of no return. One wrong move, one bad play, and could flip from subliminals to an all-out crisis. In a city like Memphis, where loyalty runs deep but betrayal cuts deeper, history has already shown us, when two giants go to war, it's rarely just the giants who bleed. Sometimes, it's everybody standing too close. So the real question is, will this blow up like the last times? Or is this the start of something the streets can't ignore? Because if it keeps heading in this direction, Blac Youngsta versus Yo Gotti might not stay in the music. And that's when it gets real. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Because the story, it's far from finished.